Welcome back, grade 9. So in this is video 2 on graphs, and today we are going to learn how to do the dual intercept method. Now we know in order to draw a line we need 2 points. So if I have any 2 points, I can use a ruler and connect those two and create a line. I did a terrible job there because I did it without a ruler. But in order to draw a line, I need 2 points. In this instance, we are going to look at 2 very specific points. We are going to look at the y-intercept and the x-intercept. Now the y-intercept is where your line cuts the y-axis, and your x-intercept is where the line cuts the x-axis. Now this example I've done in class, so I'm not going to do this with you right now. Let's do something else. Question number 1 says to us, please graph the equation by using the x and the y-intercepts. Now whenever we look at the x-intercept, we always write x-intercept y equals 0. That must show up on every single time you calculate x-intercept. The next thing you're going to do is you're going to write this equation. So the question, you write it down. 2x plus y equals -2. Our next step, you are going to, can you see here it says y equals 0? You're going to take that y and you replace it with 0. Everything else stays the same. So you substitute in y is 0, but everything else stays the same. What does this mean? 2x equals -2. Now your answer that we want here should be x equals a number. So I want to get rid of that 2. What I'm going to do is I'm going to divide by 2 because that's 2 times x. Opposite of 2 times x is 2 divided by x. 2 divided by 2 is 1, and that's what I want, 1x. And on this side, divide by 2, because what I do here, I must do there. So that means that x is equal to, don't forget this minus sign, -1. Please write your answer as an ordered pair. So when ordered pair is always xy. X here, that's your x value, and x is -1. And your y value is up here, and y is 0. So that's the first point that we're going to calculate. Now we're going to do the same thing for the y-intercept. And again, you're going to write y-intercept, x equals 0. Write the equation, 2x plus y equals -2. Now you substitute x equals 0. There is x, replace it with a 0. Now it's very important that you put that 0 in brackets, because if there's no brackets, let's take the brackets away, 2 and x, that says 20. But it's not 20, it's actually 2 times 0. So put everything you substitute in brackets. Anything times 0 is 0, so that disappears. So I have y equals -2. That's what I want. 1y equals a number. My coordinates here are going to be x is 0, so that's from there. And y from here is -2. Now I can plot these points, -1, 0, and 0, -2. So on my Cartesian, I go to x is -1, which is over here. That's my first point. And the second one, y is -2. So on the y-axis, I go to -1, -2. There we go. And then I grab my ruler, align it. So I have 2 points. And make sure it goes through both points very nice, accurately. And I can, whoopsie, draw the line. Now I move my ruler. Okay, hold on. Looks good. Want a pen. Want a pen. Want a pen. Want a pen. Stop doing that. Okay, let's try this way. Okay, let's try it this way. See, I'm struggling now with the ruler. Today I'm struggling with the ruler. One, two. That is my line. Next question, we're going to do the same thing. First thing you write down is x-intercept y equals 0. Then the question, 3x minus 6y equals -3. Then we substitute y is 0, put a 0 in brackets where the y is. Everything else stays the same, equals -3. Nothing disappears. It's not magic. It is mathematics. 6 times 0 is 0, so I have 3x equals -3. Get rid of this 3, so divide by 3 on both sides. Those two cancel, and x is equal to -1. Don't forget that minus sign. Coordinates are going to be -1, 0. Let's do the y-intercept. Y-intercept, x equals 0. 3x minus 6y equals -3. X is 0. Oh, I needed orange for that. So there's my x. I'm going to put a 0 in it, and everything else stays the same. Now that disappears. -6x, sorry, it's a y, -6y equals -3. Make it bigger for you. Now I want to get rid of this -6. There's a multiplication there. So -6 divided by -6 gives me 1. What I do this side, I must do this side, so divide by -6. So these cancel out, and I have 1y, which is what I want, and it equals, so minus and minus become a plus, and 3 divided by 6 is 1/2. So my coordinates here is going to be 0 and 1/2. Positive 1/2. Now we're going to graph it. -1, 0. I go to x is -1. And this one is going to be 1/2. So I go in between. Sorry, that's -1/2. So let's go to positive 1/2. It's going to be over there. And let's get our ruler. Line up our points. So this is 1/2. Hold on. And draw your line. Okay, so next question. Same thing. Let's start with x-intercept. Y equals 0. -2x plus y equals -2. Now I'm going to substitute 0 over there. So I have -2x plus 0 equals -2. So -2x equals -2. And I get rid of this -2. So I divide both sides by -2 so that that cancels out. And then x equals +1 because minus and minus make plus. Now I have the coordinates 1, 0. So I can put that in when x is 1, y is 0. Now I want something on this line. So I'm going to say y-intercept, x equals 0, -2x plus y equals -2. -2. Now remember, I'm substituting x is 0, so I change that to 0, plus y equals -2. That's gone because anything times 0 is 0. Y equals -2. My coordinates are 0, -2. When my x is, I go to net y is -2. Get my ruler, and then I can line them up real nice. And sketch a straight line. If I can convince my ruler to not move, that would be something, don't you think? I think so. Okay, let's see if I can get that one to move. There we go. All right. So those are the first 3 questions. Now let's look at question 4. Same thing. we just follow the steps. So x-intercept y is 0, y equals 2 times x, y is 0, right? So 0 equals 2 times x. Get rid of this 2, divide by 2 on both sides. X is equal to 0. Coordinates are 0, 0. So if I go on there, it's going to be over there at the origin. Y-intercept x is 0, y equals 2 times x. X is 0, so I put that 0 in there. Y is equal to 2 times 0, which is equal to 0. So my coordinates are 0, 0. Same point. So what I want you to see is if one of the dual intercepts are 0, 0, then they both are 0, 0. And if they both are 0, 0, I only have 1 point, which means I cannot draw a line. This is my answer to this question. Question 5, x-intercept y equals 0, x minus y equals -1, y is 0, so that's 0, x minus 0 equals -1, x equals -1. Coordinates are -1, 0. On the axis, x is -1 over there. Y-intercept x equals 0, x minus y equals -1, 0 minus y equals -1, minus y equals -1. I need to change the sign so I can divide or multiply by -1 on both sides, which means that y equals minus and minus is plus, minus and minus is plus. So y is equal to +1. Coordinates are 0, 1. So there we go, 0, 1. Get my Cartesian out, get my ruler out. And we should be over here, more or less. Okay, that's my line. Nope, that is my line, but it's not through the centers. Can you see that? So I'm gonna stick to this, just off. Okay, sorry. Let's do that. Okay, remove the ruler, and then I am gonna remove that line. Okay, next question. X-intercept y equals 0, x plus 2y equals 0, y is 0, y is 0. X plus 2 times y equals 0. Oh, it's not 0, it's 4. Okay, 4 and 4, which means that because that cancels, x equals 4. I'm happy with that answer. Coordinates are 4, 4, 0. So on the axis, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's fine. Let's do the y-intercept. Y-intercept, x equals 0. X plus 2y equals 4. X is 0, so that's 0. 0 plus 2y equals 4. 2y equals 4. I'm going to get rid of this 2, divide by 2 on both sides so that those two cancel out. Y is equal to 2 divided by 4, which is 2. Coordinates 0, 2. Back up here, 1, 2. There we go. Those are my coordinates, 0, 2. Using my ruler, I can line up my x's. And then I draw my line. Okay, draw the line. I wish I knew why it moves and what makes it not move. That'll be really good to know because I'm not even on it. Okay, I'm going to draw my line without the ruler, which is not allowed. Okay, So that is page 4. Let's quickly do page 5. Again, now this one is different because they're giving me a graph and they're asking me what are the intercepts. So if I do my x-intercept in orange, I'm going to go to my x line, which is this line, and I look where does it cut. And according to this, it cuts at 1, 2. So my x-intercept, x equals 2, coordinates 2, 0. If I do my y-intercept in pink, I'm going to go on that line, not very straight, and that's where it cuts, which is -1, -2. So y is -2. My coordinates are 0, -2. Same thing on the other two. X-intercept is over here, 1, 2, 3, 4. X-intercept, x equals 4, coordinates 4, 0. And then y-intercept is over here, 1, 2, 3, 4. Y-intercept, y equals 4, coordinates, now I made a mistake, 0, 4. There we go. Last one. X-intercept is over here, which is at 1, 2. So x-intercept, x equals 2, coordinates 2, 0. Y-intercept is over here, 1, 2, 3, 4. Y-intercept, y equals 4, coordinates 0, 4. So that's reading it from the graph. Next question, graph each equation using the x and the y-intercepts. Now these are slightly different, but let's do y and x-intercept. X-intercept y is 0, y equals 4. I want to substitute y is 0, so 0 equals 4. Is that possible? Not possible. So what does that mean? That means there is no x-intercept. Okay, let's check the y-intercept. Y equals 4. I want to substitute x is 0, but there's no x to substitute, so y equals 4, coordinates 0, 4. What does that mean? It means that at 1, 2, 3, 4, that is my y-intercept. But I can't graph that because I don't have enough points, right? But I can infer points. This line says y is 4. So when x is 0, y is 4. When x is 1, y is 4. Because y is always 4. When x is 2, y is 4. When x is 3, y is 4. When x is -1, y is 4. -2, y is 4. -3, y is 4. In other words, y is always 4. My line will be drawn like that. Okay, next question. X-intercept, y equals 0, y equals 3x. So 0 equals 3x. Divide both sides by 3 to get rid of that in front of the x. X equals 0. So that means that my cutoff is going to be at 0, 0, which is there. Now, do you remember when we did this 0, 0, I told you if one intercept is 0, 0, the other one is also 0, 0. Let's see if that's true. Okay, y-intercept, x equals 0, y equals 3x, so y equals 3 times 0. And if that's the case, then y equals 0, coordinates 0, 0. So this graph, again, you can't draw yet. There's another way of doing it, but with this method, you can't draw this line. Last question on this page. Y is equal to x, let's do that. Y is equal to x plus 4. I did something wrong. Okay, let's fix that. Start with x-intercept, y equals 0. Y equals x plus 4. Y is 0, there's y, that becomes a 0. 0 equals x plus 4. Take the 4 over to the other side, minus 4, minus 4. So x equals negative 4. That's my first answer. Coordinates are going to be negative 4, 0. So 1, 2, 3, 4. That is negative 4. Second one, y-intercept x equals 0. Y equals x plus 4. That one there is 0. So y equals 0 plus 4. Y equals 4. Coordinates 0, 4. Okay. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. If I draw a straight line between these, and there we go. That is these 2 pages. So I hope that you understood. If you have any questions, please send me a WhatsApp on the group and I will do my best to answer. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video. Don't forget to click on the subscribe button. Bye-bye.